Hey guys, it's Danika Brysha and I am here for Livestrong.com's 30-day portion control challenge. So, the big question in the room tends to be, what is portion control? And I can speak directly to you because I have been trying to figure out food and portions and what to eat for my whole life. And I finally learned that it's all about portion control. It's not so much about eating this perfect food or eliminating that or anything like that. It's just knowing your portions and knowing that you're getting healthy nutrients for your body. So today we're going to talk about a few things. I'm going to show you what goes into a meal, what kind of portions you want of each type of food, a few examples, how to build it yourself, and just how to utilize that in your daily life. So for me, I think the biggest takeaway I learned from the diet industry, especially, I'd done so many different diets where you could have, first you're limiting foods and you're taking things out. And then the other ones tended to have this new rule, I guess, about unlimited fruits and vegetables, which was great because it changed my mind to realize that those are really healthy. Those are the things that should make up the bulk of my diet. But at the same time, it had me eating way more of these foods than I should have. And I finally learned that I can be eating the healthiest diet in the world, but if I'm overeating all these foods, it could be wreaking havoc on my body. Now, the same thing goes for undereating. A lot of times we're not getting enough nutrients. So that's why it's really important to realize that we're getting enough protein or enough healthy fats. And the cool thing is that you can do that with any type of diet. Whether you're a meat eater or a vegan or somewhere in between, you can find all these perfectly balanced portion meals no matter what. So what better way to get started with portion control than to have the easiest possible way to manage it in your daily life? All it takes? Your hand, right here. So I'm gonna show you. Okay, so this is our carbohydrate. Our carbohydrate can be a fruit, it can be a rice or a potato or anything like that. So this is gonna be a cupped hand. So when your hand is cupped, you're gonna fill that and that's gonna be your carbohydrate portion. Super easy, right? Okay, so keep that hand open, stretch out your fingers, and look at the size of your palm, right? This is gonna be your protein portion. So protein can look a lot of different ways. It could look like chicken, it could look like salmon, it could look like beans, it could look like certain kinds of vegetables have a lot of protein. So it's just understanding what kind of protein you prefer and moving with it that way. So that's our palm size, right? So the next thing is one that we've kind of been told to stay away from in all this sort of ancient diet history, and that's healthy fats. So healthy fats are a big thumbs up. And I say that because you're gonna use your thumb to figure out how much healthy fat to eat. Healthy fats are essential to satiate cravings, for brain function, for glowing skin, for strong nails, all of these sorts of things. We need to have healthy fats. So a lot of people get into diets and they forget that those healthy fats are incredibly important. So don't forget those. Remember, thumbs up to fats and use that to figure it out. So your thumb, the size of your thumb is about the serving you're gonna have of fat. So I have some sliced almonds here, and you just look at the size of my thumb and they should be about that size. And that's how you'll know you're getting the perfect amount. So we just wanna be cautious that we're not over consuming healthy fats and that we have, a little bit of healthy fat in each of our meals. And so the last thing is our vegetable portion, and that's gonna be taken with a fist. So I'm not here to fight you, I'm here to fight with you. I'm with you, we're together in this portion control challenge. I'm excited. And so keep in mind with your vegetables, one fist. So if you look at over me holding my hand over the spinach right here, it's about a fist size. That's how you know you got the perfect amount. So we just walked through each of these different pieces of portion control, and what does that give us? Well, the perfect lunchtime salad, right? Ding! I feel like I should just get like a little ding on my tooth right there. Really, so we know looking at this that when we eat this salad, it's gonna keep us satiated, we're gonna have energy, we're not gonna be over consuming where we get in that kind of like after meal slump. This is gonna be the kind of thing that helps us stay satiated throughout the day, feeling good, hitting our health goals, all that sort of stuff. So that's just number one. Here's the great part. I've got 3 more meals to show you. So that was just one way to do it, and we got to see all the special components that were part of that, which is really nice. Now, portion control doesn't have to look all the same. My next example is this gorgeous smoked salmon squash frittata. So, as you can see, this frittata is actually a combined effort of all these different portions that we were just talking about. So it doesn't have to be a bunch of different things on your plate in different spots. You can combine them and make them into something really delicious. So surrounding our frittata, we have a little bit of fruit. And remember, the fruit falls into the carbohydrate category. category, and it's about the size of a cupped hand. So we have a little bit of fruit around here. And then inside this frittata are a few things. Let me tell you. We have smoked salmon, we have eggs, we have squash, we have kale, we have onions, and we have potato. So you heard a lot of vegetables there and some great proteins. But what did you not hear? Healthy fats. Want to know where it is? It's hidden inside the salmon. So wild salmon is a really great source of healthy fats. And then potato is another form of carbohydrate. So just because we have the grapes around here doesn't mean we can't supplement that little fistful with a little bit of potato. So what I'm saying with this frittata is you can be a rock star and portion out your things and then put them all together and create something delicious and know that this is the perfect meal, you know? So just a simple frittata. This makes a really great breakfast. And here's what's really great. You can make a whole pan of this and have breakfast for every single day of the week. So portion control is that simple. The next thing I'm gonna show you is something that you might wanna do for dinner. So this is a really simple plate. And as you can see, we have our protein, we have our carbohydrate, and we have our vegetables. And you're saying, Danika, you just told me I need the healthy fat. I'm not seeing it. Well, let me tell you. The healthy fat is in the mayo that we tossed in this vegetable mix. So this is more of like a coleslaw. So we made a mayo. What's in that mayo? Well, it has it's really good source of olive oil, which is a really high quality healthy fat. So when we were making this, we made sure that we were portioning it out in a way that that's the amount of healthy fat that was in this. So a well-balanced meal, simple to make. You can prep all these different things once a week and have a total easy meal that takes you 3 minutes to put together, and you know you're getting great portion control and your body is getting what it needs to thrive to its highest level. And the last thing is a beautiful dish for all my vegetarians. So vegetarians and vegans, don't think I forgot about you. I would never do that. Or even if you're just trying to incorporate more plant-based meals. This is something that could be perfect for a vegetarian. So a vegetarian, if you do eat eggs, a hard-boiled egg is a wonderful alternative to chicken, salmon, any sort of animal proteins like that. If you're a vegan and you don't eat any animal proteins, not a problem. Throw some beans on there and that's a perfect source of protein for you. So you can see we have this really luxurious pile of vegetables here. And what's nice, it might look a little big to you, but what's nice is it's actually mixed in with our carbohydrates, right? We have tomatoes, we have carrots, these sorts of things. They look the same, they fall into both of these categories. So look at this, this is our carbohydrates and our vegetables put together. Now last, and one of my absolute all-time favorite healthy fats is the avocado. Yes, the avocado. And no matter where you live, I hope you can find some good avocados at least at some point during the year because they are an incredible thing to have on hand. I always joke that I have a purse avocado with me at all times because it's an easy way to make sure I'm getting those healthy fats no matter where I am. So we sliced up about 1/4 of an avocado here, and that just depends on your avocado size. Again, we're using our thumb to figure out what that looks like. We put that here, and that is the perfect way to add a little bit of healthy fats to a plant-based meal or really any meal. So there you have it, 3 examples of perfectly portion-controlled meals that you were able to do using only your hand as a guide. How great is that? So one of the things I always like to recommend is to meal prep portion-controlled meals ahead of time. For me, that is the biggest trick and the biggest life time and money saver there is. All week, you know, I'm running businesses, I've got a lot of things going on. I make sure that I have meal prepped meals that are portion controlled in my fridge so that when it's time to eat, I can tune into what my body's asking for, I can pick what sounds best to me, heat it up, and go on my way knowing that I had a portion controlled meal that had enough nutrients, but not too much that I'm gonna be in a slump or overeating. It's a great thing. So whether you find a meal service that has prepped meals that you love, or you're doing it at home, there's no wrong way to do it as long as you're focusing on these 4 categories that we're telling you about. So teach your family, show your kids how to use their hand. It's so simple. Establish those habits in the beginning. It takes a little time to retrain yourself to understand what a good portion feels like. But once you do it for a couple days, I promise you it becomes easier and you start understanding that, wow, my body really doesn't need these huge portions. If I'm eating the right things, I feel satiated and great the whole time. So I would love to see you guys over on my page on Instagram. I'm always posting tons of portion controlled meals, tons of great different ideas and recipes. You can get a ton of those things on livestrong.com as well, which is an incredible resource that I use all the time in terms of prepping and portioning out my meals. I would love to see you over there. It's at Danika Brysha, and I hope to see you soon. Good luck on your challenge. I'm in this with you, and a high five with that portion control hand.